Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy SPX. Want to just go ahead and do a video about 5 particular girls that you should avoid. 5 women you should definitely avoid. This is something that I want to do for the fellas here. If you're looking for love, or if you found somebody you're in love with or interested with, a female you like, and have her lingering into your eyes and stuff like that, I want to go ahead and just make you feel aware. Not a lot of women are perfect, you know what I'm saying. You can take a little bit on perspectives, but if they overdo it per se, and this is the way they are, and you're not feeling it, you might as well move on. So to me, these are the 5 deadly type of women you should avoid. You got between gold diggers, you got clingy women, you got attention whores, you got sluts itself, and most of all, the woman who has high standards. So let's go ahead and roll the beam footage here. So here it goes. At number 1 is the gold digger. Now, she is the leech, your termite, your mosquito, and your vampire of draining your love life. Not only that, but also your money. The reason why she is called a gold digger is because she only cares of herself as far as what you can give for her, anything beneficial. Now, gold diggers will come up to you if you flash your money around, if you're at somewhere that is expensive, like if you're at the club, or if you're in Aspen, if you're that rich, or anywhere they'll hang out at, or let's say you're at the bus stop and she's waiting for the bus and she didn't want to ride the bus, and if you have a nice car, she will come up to you. Those are the women that you should avoid. I can give you tips on what to do in order for you to avoid that gold digger. One thing is, numero uno, is don't show your money to her. It don't matter if you're rich or if you're poor or anything. You never show that woman your money, because it's none of her business. That's for one. And 2, she's not a fucking child. She don't deserve shit. And secondly, I would say, if you're planning on going out with a date, or plan on being serious with a gold digger, make sure be aware of her questions. If she asks you if you have a job, now that's the difference between want to know what you do for a living and want to know how much you make per year, your income. If she's fascinated about your career goals, then that's a good woman. If she's only fascinated with your bank account, then you better move on. Run for the fucking hills. Leave that bitch. Drop her like a bad habit. She ain't worth your time. She'll get at older dudes who have money like that, because 9 out of 10 adults represent maturity and making serious money. Now, a lot of women want to be financially stable and secure. That's okay. But if you ask too much about it, and if she wants bigger things besides settling down just that 1 bedroom apartment or whatever, and she want to live in some type of high class fancy environment and not put in no work at all, then she's not worth it. She'll use your money, she'll need a job, but unless you have a child, she'll put that child as a paycheck as well. So my only perspective is to be aware and not fuck with this bitch at all. The best thing you can do is just leave her hanging, or don't give her shit at all. If she learns not to fuck with you, she'll come back to you correct. If not, like I said, drop that bitch like a bad habit. Numero dos, the attention whore. Now, this type of woman you can find on Facebook, Twitter, also outside, clubs, and all that stuff. Now, attention whore, she's that type of girl who's capable of just saying things out of the blue for attention. If she thinks she's beautiful, she'll say it out of the blue and expect a lot of guys to, holler at her because she's beautiful. Or she's that type of chick who thinks she's ugly but she's really beautiful. Still, guys will come up to her and say, "No, you're not ugly, you're beautiful." And trust me, I've been there and done that. Now, that type of woman will, if she get a compliment from you and it's genuine, she's gonna suck the hell out of your attention, until she's full. Now, what I mean is that she'll do everything in her power just to have your attention to fill up her ego booster, boost her ego and her self-esteem, and then she feel like she might use that on the guys that she really like and stuff like that. Let's say you were the guy who's not that good looking, and she'll come up to you because you're that type of guy who's the nice guy who treat her so sweet and blah blah blah, and the rest of these type of guys are assholes who chase after something else and don't have the time to deal with their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Now, the nice guys need to be aware of that type of shit too, because it's like when you deal with attention whores, like on Facebook, she's gonna post down stupid shit like, I wish I had somebody around, all men ain't shit, or I wish I can find a good man, and posting pictures of herself with many selfies and all that, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta be totally aware of that type of shit. And if it's a bunch of niggas just commenting and liking her status and say, "Oh, you hot, baby, you hot, yo, you sexy, I want to be with you," and she's not, either she's taking it or she's ignoring it, you shouldn't be wasting your time to talk to this type of chick, because she only cares about her self-esteem and her reputation. And the difference is you're not fucking an attention whore. You're only wasting your time because she's the one who wants to be with your presence and move on to the next dude and the next dude. So, she can be a whore if she wanted to, but at the end of the day, it's all about who will fulfill her self-esteem the most. So, the best thing you can do is, if she come up to with you this bullshit and she has low self-esteem, just ignore it. That way, she'll wonder why you're not calling her beautiful, because she already know the answer, but she's just plain stupid. No more threats. Pretty much the hoe. Every nigga's favorite boy toy. You know what I'm saying? And these women give us gratification on sex. Now, hoes are beautiful. Hoes are sexy. But their actions is not beautiful. They're disgusting. They're untrustworthy. And on top of that, there's some insecure women who don't know how to act like women. In fact, they're not women at all. They're little girls. They're teenagers. Their minds are still stuck on that teenage bullshit. So, with hoes, it's that you'll find them in the club, as always, strip clubs, if she freaky like that, or whatever. Now, there's a difference between a freak and a hoe. A freak will give it to a particular guy. A hoe, she'll give it to anybody. She'll give it to anybody around her block. She's a roundaway hoe. She'll give it to the team. Whatever makes her pussy wet, she'll go for it. But I'm not saying it's bad to date a freak. You want to have a freak. Only she freaky for you and you only. Not around just a few guys. That a lot of guys hit it a few times. And that's a bad rep. If you're in love with a hoe, I wouldn't risk it, really. You don't know what she's capable of. She probably had a kid. She probably had more than one children by different baby daddies. She might have a disease. She might have AIDS. She might have herpes. She might have um hepatitis. She might have a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit. That's why she's disgusting, because she's contaminated by rawness. If she can't, get a man to use a condom, or this man want to go out raw, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? It's because 9 out of 10, a lot of hoes don't use condoms because sometimes people say condoms take away the feeling, which that's understandable. But like I said, it's not right to use, you know, that type of men in your life just to fuck. I'm just saying that because that's what hoes do. But I would say, for you to prevent that to happen, is when a hoe come up to you, understand that, you know she has a reputation. If you already know already, if you want to fuck her, make sure you use a condom. If you don't want to just fuck her, if you want to be in a relationship and she can't be committed, then don't fuck with her at all. I would say just don't fuck with her. If you feel for her, you just gotta put her in the friends with benefits category, a one night stand type bitch. That's how it is. If you want to continue fucking her, one night stand. If you just want to fuck her just that one time, a one night stand. But whatever you do, you do not want to marry a hoe. Like Snoop Dogg said, we don't love them hoes. Last but not least, we have the clingy chick. Now, the clingy chick, it represents a lot of things. She's also insecure, but however, it's a mix between, insecurity slash demanding slash psycho slash everything. And when it comes to clingy chicks, it's good that they want your attention and they want you around, but they're like flies in your face. They come out of your face like, Zzz, what are you doing? Zzz, I want you to take me out. Let's go out. Zzz, why are you not responding to my call? Zzz, it's like that type of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The clingy girl is like the girl who cannot respect your space. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's okay if you're wondering how your man doing and stuff like that, because sometimes people are busy with their lives and blah 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 blah. Now, you can be clingy if he's not responding to you at all and blah 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 blah. I mean, if she does that every fucking day, then that's annoying. You know what I'm saying? She fears that you're either cheating, or she fears that she don't feel like she's loved enough and blah blah blah. She wants your attention. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the clingy girlfriend can be the most stalkerish and controlling girlfriend that you can possibly have. Excuse me. But she will come up to your house, call you uninvited, make threats, and she'll do a lot of crazy shit. And it gets overwhelming that she pops up out of nowhere, and she comes up to you with all this bullshit like she's your mama or your daddy or your big sister or your big brother with all this bullshit. Now, I will say that if you were in love with a clingy chick, the best thing you can possibly do is just make her say, or make her think, and you have to say, you need to stop doing this shit. I have a life. You can't tell me what to do or what you should do. You're not me, and not you. So that type of chick is that type of chick you don't want to fuck around and not give you your airspace at all. Because in the end, it's like, god damn, man, it's annoying. She's all in your face. She's all in your ass every fucking day. Calling you, coming up to your house, trying to make plans, reservations for a dinner or a movie where you want your alone time. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, sometimes clingy women, if you dump them, they keep stalking you, breaking shit, ruining your relationship. You know what I'm saying? You step away from this chick, erase your number, or change your number. That way, you know, she won't keep stalking you or reaching you every fucking day, making threats and all that. Obsessive. But that's the last thing I have to say on this part. At number 4 is the girl with the high standards, aka Miss Independent. You know what I'm saying? I want to put that woman on there because, you know, that type of woman is like the woman that you cannot get. And 9 out of 10, when you try to get with a girl who's that damn fine and got her shit together as far as a nice job, or let's say she don't even have that shit, like she only look hot. Now, I feel that what can you benefit from a girl who has high standards unless she's going to do everything in her power to make you happy? Now, the high standard chick is that type of chick who only care about herself. You know, she's building up uh her own man. It's like, Build a Bear Workshop. She's trying to build a man, which she will never know that he exists. Now that's the delusional part. It's like every high standard chick wants to have a perfect man. She want to have a man that is financially stable, look good, tall, tan, handsome, blah blah blah. Of course, it's because they watch too much of that fucking reality TV show bullshit and all that. Now, you'll basically see her at the restaurants, at the club, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But my problem is with high standards chicks is when they push away, guys who aren't that ugly or not that good looking, but they're good guys at heart. You know what I'm saying? Even if he has a job to benefit him or her, 9 out of 10, it's not enough. She wants the whole total package, and that's a sad, sad, sad way of trying to find love. Now, this is the reason why she is single, is because her priorities are too fucked up, and she doesn't know what she is missing when it comes to true love. So she's very self-indulgent and very selfish, and also just it's everything materialistic and shallow. So, anyways, people, these are your 5 type of women you should stay the fuck away from. Not all women are mean. Not all women are fucking hoes or manipulative and pathological liars and blah blah blah. Every woman is not perfect, just like every guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you a heads up for all the guys. That way you can prevent getting your heart broken, wasting your time, wasting your money, wasting your good looks, and a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? We have this is something that I have to do for the guys. Yes, we all love women, and they're beautiful, sweet, genuine, and classy if they could be, but they're unique in their own ways. But you got to be aware of that type of uniqueness to make sure it's not, a false alarm. But anyways, people, let me know what y'all think. Y'all know what to do. Comment, like, and subscribe. SBX wrapping this up. Thanks for watching. Peace and God bless.